Hello, hello, you beautiful soul. So, I had a message today come through about expectations, right? And it was pretty interesting because it was like expectations were at an all-time low, right? Expectations as far as outcomes, or I was getting from someone that I knew, right? This lady that I knew used to always say, expect nothing and never be disappointed. Right? And I remember hearing this for most of my life. She would just say this all the time, expect nothing and never be disappointed. And sometimes I would apply that, and then sometimes I wouldn't. But for whoever this message is for, like, you expect nothing and you don't ever seem to be disappointed, right? Like, your expectations are at zero. Like, I was hearing zero expectations. And I don't know if this just comes naturally for some people, or if you've worked your way to this point. And but I was just seeing, like, you're just observing everything unfold, right? Like, you're watching the unfolding of your experience, just watching it happen. You're sitting back watching unfolding. And whenever I saw that, Spirit was showing me a person, almost like stick figure animation, I guess. It was pretty cute, of like a giant piece of paper, and it was folded like all these different ways. And there is a stick figure person that was trying to unfold this giant piece of paper, and like pushing it and like hanging on it, trying to pull it open, and just trying to force the unfolding. Right? Trying to force the unfolding of their experience. This little stick figure guy was doing that. And so then it was like, this was the past energy, 222 as I look up, past energy for, some people. Probably, if you're resonating with this, you can relate to that past energy of trying to micromanage or force the universe or creation to do what it does. Right? So then I saw current energy of somebody just sitting back, like in a chair or on a bench, watching everything organically unfold, right? So this was really cool. Spirit was telling me that you kind of had to learn to balance your energies, or ground into the energy of just being the observer, right? Like, you have been practicing for a long, long time. And now you're at the point where you have zero expectations. You just move throughout your experience sitting on this bench watching everything unfold, right? You don't expect certain outcomes, right? You know that everything is destined, right? As long as you tune in, which you have. This message is for someone who's so tuned in, tapped in, and turned on. Yes. But I was getting like balance and harmony, right? Balancing your energies and learning to ground into that in whichever way you've been doing. And whenever I was seeing that, whenever I was getting that part of the message, Spirit was showing me like a big band, like big band music. And it's like, when you first awakened, right? Whenever you first started this spiritual journey that you're on, you picked up certain instruments, certain tools, right? These are your gifts. Maybe you started tapping into and learning how to use these tools or these gifts, right? So that's how Spirit was showing me, was each one of these instruments was a piece of you, a gift of yours, a tool of yours, you know, one of your instruments, basically. And you were also the conductor, right? Like, you were the person who was practicing each individual instrument, but you're also the one who was attempting to find a balance or some type of harmony within all of these instruments, right? And in the initial vision, it was almost like elementary school band. You know, I mean, it was a little rough. You know, it's cute. It's really cute. It's so sweet, right? Whenever you're trying to learn an instrument, a new skill, and or get comfortable practicing it. But then it was like, over time, you've practiced and practiced and practiced these skills, these gifts, these talents. You've learned to stay in alignment with your higher self and your purpose, you know, so that you can actually use these instruments properly, right? You've learned how to play beautiful music with your gifts and your talents, you know. And now at the end of the vision, I was seeing a band that had matured and learned to work together and harmonize. You know, they were now playing in divine timing and in harmony, right? So that vision was showing me that whoever this message is for, right, you are either now currently in an energy where you are working harmoniously with your vessel and your higher self, right, and all of the tools and things that you have, right? Like, the band was your physical body and all of its physical body things that you do here, and the conductor was your higher self, right? And everybody has to be working together. You know what I mean? So you're either stepping into this, or you're already currently in this energy where you've reached an inner harmony. And so now you don't have any expectations. You just know that you're tuned in and you are observing, right? You're observing what it is that you want to experience more of, because you know that whatever you're not changing, you're choosing, right? So if you're in a situation as the observer and you're like, oh, I don't necessarily whatever, A, B, and C, you don't like this, you don't like that, you would rather not experience this, then you see it for what it is, and you're just like, okay, right on, and you shift your focus to the things that you want to experience, right? I love this. I love this so much, and wow, this is so beautiful. This is such a powerful message or a reminder for somebody that you're on the right track. You are in alignment. Like, I just kept hearing tuned in, tapped in, turned on. And if you know anything about Abraham Hicks, or you've listened to her, I listened to her for years, so many of her lectures over and over and over again, same information. And she said that so many times, and now I get it. And whoever this message is for, you get it. And wow, powerful. Love it for you, love it for me, love it for all of us. We're amazing, you're beautiful and needed, and you already know all this. You already know how deserving you are. You already know how loved you are, all the things. But if you're new here, I love you. You're amazing, you're beautiful, you're needed, and so incredibly loved.